All right, raise your hot chocolate, your cold Bud Light, whatever you're drinking to make you feel right.
Going,
Eagle
hurry,
Raceway,
going.
get them up, get them up, get them up. Take a drink.
Yeah.
All right, take number 2, IMCA Stock Car Heat Race number 1, brought to you by A1 Iron. Let's see how they go off of 4. Looks like this one's gonna stick. Jeremy Down had the early advantage, but he's gonna be challenged to the outside by Shane Stutzman and a hard-charging Marty Steinbach in 3rd.
Matt Boucher actually
Matt
in 3rd.
Boucher, those
Sorry.
5s.
It's early. Shane Stutzman's going to pull that car off turn number 4. He'll lead lap number 1, but Jeremy Down's right there on his back bumper. Stutzman running a slightly higher line in 1 and 2. Down lower 3 and 4. Car squirrely exit at turn number 2. That's Dylan Haney a little bit off the pace. Out of turn 4, challenge for the race lead. Stutzman's going to hold on to it, but Jeremy Down's not done yet. Matt Boucher in 3rd. Your 4th car is that 24R of Dylan Richards.
Dylan makes a bout for the low line down the back straightaway. He's got a good advantage rolling into 3. Low side working for that 24R machine. Picked off the 3rd spot and thought for just a second there he was going to take over 2nd from Shane Stutzman as Jeremy Down gets around him for the lead. Down leads him off of corner number 2. Stutzman 2nd. Richards 3rd, Boucher 4th, Nick Beckman rounding out your top 5.
Jeremy Down has taken the race lead away from Shane Stutzman. He's going to lead another lap with 6 laps left to go. Can Sugar Shane get back around that 6 machine? I don't think so, not on this lap at least. Jeremy Down seems to be pulling away from Shane Stutzman as Dylan Richards has moved into 3rd.
Dylan Richards sealing up that 3rd spot as the battle seems to get hotter and hotter as they make their way back around. With 5 to go this time by, Down's gonna hang on to it. Stutzman wants it on the high line, Down with the advantage down the back straightaway. That's a lot of downs in one down sentence.
Boucher had a little bit of a slip of the grip there in the middle of turns 1 and 2. He falls back from this battle for 2nd place. Now he's up the racetrack again. He's losing space. Here comes Beckman closing in on 4th as Dylan Richards is looking underneath Shane Stutzman. He's got 2nd.
Back in the pack, the 3T and Nate Thompson had a strong push off of 3 and 4. Really hurt the handling of that car. Down the front straightaway now, you've got Dylan Richards moving into the 2nd spot as Jeremy Down leads them through 1 and 2. Shane Stutzman's going to try to mount a challenge on the low side down the back straightaway. Richards going to hang on to that 2nd spot. Pretty soon here we may have a 3-car dance for the lead. In the meantime, we've got a drag race and Down's going to hang on to it past the flag stand.
2 laps left to go. Battling back in the field for 4th. Beckman looking to the outside of Boucher. Boucher's able to get it back. He's coming back to the front.
White flag this time.
White flag final time. Can Jeremy Down hold off Dylan Richards and Shane Stutzman? Richards all over the back bumper.
Down a solid driver, but he's got
Spinner.
a lot of, oh, we got a spinner.
It's green, it's green.
We're going to keep it going as Caden Murray's got the checkered flag in hand. One last chance to settle the score off of 4. Here they come to the start-finish line.
Oh,
Jeremy,
They bump at the line. Scoring and timing says Jeremy Down got the win.
I saw it as down by a nose. I tell you what, folks, what did I just tell you before this heat race started? The weather may be cold, but the action is red hot. Heat race number 1 for your A1 Iron stock cars.
Eli of Marty Steinbach on his outside. The race in MD, the 8 of Nick Steyer.
And starting shotgun on the field in the number 3 machine, that's going to be Dan Jackson.
Is that his new paint scheme? It's not. That's his old car.
Yeah, that is the old car. Yeah, why can I not think of what airplane that was? Anyways, green flag coming out. Caden Murray's got the green flag in hand. Travis Patterson with the early advantage, rolling into 1, but he's going to be challenged by Ryan Harris in the 49. Patterson seals the deal, headed down the back straightaway. Harris hangs on to 2nd with Laughlin and Rusinger challenging for 3rd. Laughlin takes the low line. We're going to have a 3-wide battle with a 49 bobble. Give that 2nd spot to Rusinger.
Oh, troubled
Oh,
one.
no!
Oh, no,
Nearly
around goes
big
Laughlin.
trouble. Steinbach and Laughlin get together.
The 9 has a
Rolling through
flat.
1 and 2, flat left front for Gary
9 is
Laughlin.
flat.
Flat left rear looks like, James.
Well, you got me there, Dan.
It's all right.
And you got the lead with Travis Patterson, Bob Rusinger, 49 Machina Harris, and Dan Jackson. Look at that 3-car making his way through the field.
Battle back in the field. Marty Steinbach and Nick Steyer. Oh no, Harris a little too high in turn two or turn one. That allowed Jackson to get up into the third spot.
4-car battle back in the pack, but Dan Jackson's gonna sneak his way into third. Solid run for the 3 a.m. machine. Look at the way that Steinbach pitches it in there through 1 and 2, really making that car dig.
5 laps left to go this time by Travis Patterson, doing a good job holding off the 7 of Bob Rusinger, the 3 of Dan Jackson, the 49 of Ryan Harris, the 5 Eli and Marty Steinbach, and then it's the 8 of Nick Steyer.
Bob Rusinger mounting a challenge for Patterson. Patterson with the advantage, rolling into 3. Both running that middle line, trying to run that cush up just a little bit higher. Patterson's going to hang on to the spot. Rusinger in second. Dan Jackson third. Marty Steinbach fourth. And Ryan Harris rounding out your top 5 right now. Man, that high line really starting to make its way in for so early in the night. As this time by, there's going to be 2 to go for the 17P of Travis Patterson.
2 laps left to go. Heat race number 2 on the 60th season opener at Eagle Raceway. Thank you everybody on Advantage Racing TV for joining us. EagleRaceway.tv to get your single race passes, your replay passes, or your full season pass. Don't miss any laps at EagleRaceway.tv. White flag's out, James.
Don't miss out on this final lap, making his way down the back straightaway and rolling into turn number 3 and 4. I apologize, race fans, it's not the 17P, it's the 17TK. Travis Patterson picking up the win. Bob Rusinger brings it home in second. Dan Jackson third, Marty Steinbach fourth, and the Racing MD sneaks it in for a top 5 finish in A1 Iron Stock Car Heat Race number 2.
All right, I think I scared some of the people over in VIP.
What'd you do, just walk in there and started yelling?
Yeah,
I'd be scared too.
I'm trying to get them pumped up. They were all sitting down.
Well, are they standing up now?
2 of them did.
Oh, good.
I think the other ones began filling out restraining orders on me.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Including the bartender.
Broken trailing arm, getting word from Gary Laughlin. Tough break for the 9 machine. We're getting ready to send them out. Green flag racing off of corner number 4. Shane Stutzman and Nick Steyer lead the field through 1 and 2. Stutzman with the advantage, but Steyer has a strong run on the outside. We got one around. 10J, Jeremy Bolin. He's going off the track. Oh,
Stutzman.
No.
Shane Stutzman drifted up the racetrack. Yellow flag is out. We got 2 cars around in turn 3. Wow, what a hectic opening lap. Red flag is out. Red flag.
Stop it.
Well, we're going back double file, so we're going to count it. We're going to count it as it. Get him up, get him up, get him up. Take a drink.
All right, front row coming at you like this. Stutzman, Steyer, Rusinger, Richards. Funny how that works out. Green flag's back out, double wide, restart style. Shane Stutzman takes the low side, Nick Steyer up high. Great run for Stutzman, but Steyer's not gonna let him get by that easy.
Stutzman pulls, has the race lead, closed the door on Steyer on the exit of turn number 2. Stutzman's gonna lead lap number 1.
Shane Stutzman, Nick Steyer, the battles are really starting to shape up behind them. Bob Rusinger trying to get the 3rd spot from the 24R of Dylan Richards, but Richards is gonna pull away out of the straightaway. Oh, another one from Jeremy Bolin, spinner in turn 2, but he's gonna keep it going. We're gonna stay clean and green as Richards takes over the 2nd spot from Nick Steyer.
Oh, up the racetrack goes the 49.
No.
Something
Big
broke
spin.
loose.
Nate Thompson.
Wow, Ryan Harris just all of a sudden darted up the racetrack. Something on that car broke. The way he went up that racetrack was incredibly...
Stutzman, Richards, Steyer, Rusinger. Good run for Nick Beckman. Dan Jackson, Jeremy Down, Travis Patterson, Dylan Haney. Good charge for the 5 Eli back through the field after the early incident. We're gonna go back to green.
Dylan Richards all over the back bumper of Sugar Shane Stutzman. Steyer up into the outside wall. They're going to be 3 wide on the exit of turn 2. Jackson, Rusinger, and Steyer all 3 wide with Beckman right there. Oh, Bowling goes around again.
Tough break for that 10J machine, battling some handling issues, but he manages to keep it going each time, and we definitely thank him for that, for keeping this race green. Steyer starting to close in on Stutzman or Richards closing in on Stutzman, excuse me. 4 wide down the front straightaway. Give the 3rd spot to Steyer. Beckman with a hard charge as well. Steyer goes a little bit high. Dan, look at that 3 wide battle down the backstretch.
Rusinger, Beckman, and Steyer all 3 wide. Beckman's going to diamond off turn number 2. Steyer's going to hold on to the 3rd spot. Richards hops a little bit going into turn number 1. That slows his momentum down. He was closing on Shane Stutzman, who's been your race leader.
Dylan Richards really starting to close the gap on the 22. A lot of action going on behind him. Battle for 4th. Beckman's going to pick up that 4th spot. Richards on the low side of Stutzman through 3 and 4. You've got a fresh battle for the lead off of corner number 4. Dylan Richards is going to seal the deal and take that spot away as they begin to battle with lap traffic. Stutzman had to drop down a lane lower to avoid that lap car. It's going to give Richards a car length and a half advantage, but not for long. Stutzman dips to the low line. He's going to try to carry the momentum off of 4, but Dylan Richards is going to hang on to it. Dylan Richards, a rookie in the stock car division. Shane Stutzman, a seasoned veteran with a lot of steam coming off the high line. What can he do to reel in that 24R?
Dylan Richards, Shane Stutzman, 9 laps left to go. Then it's Nick Steyer, Nick Beckman, Jeremy Baker, Dan Jackson, and Dylan Haney. Stutzman with a good run off turn number 3. He's closing in on Richards. Yellow is out again. I think there's caution going into debris going into turn number 1.
Ryan Harris, 9th, rounding out the top 10 will be the 5 Eli. Marty Steinbach, Bob Rusinger, Jeremy Bolin rounding out the field for this one as the green flag comes back out off of corner number 4.
Sorry, keep going, James.
No, nearly crunch time. I thought for sure something was going down. That's why I stopped.
I thought for sure Nick Beckman was going around, but he held on to it. Dan Jackson and Jeremy Down getting together.
Got a battle for the lead shaping up here. Richards has got it off of 4, but I know Sugar Shane Stutzman ain't going to say no that easily. Stutzman really liking that high line. Richards liking it down low.
Travis Patterson going around middle of turns 1 and 2. Yellow is out. Got debris high.
Is that
turn
Dan Jackson going
1.
off?
That is Dan Jackson that came off. That is debris off the 5 Eli and Marty Steinbach, so he's sent to the rear.
8 laps to go. Let's make it a fast couple of 8 laps. Richards, Stutzman, Steyer, Beckman.
Little accordion effect going into turn 3 as we're getting ready to go back to green.
Yeah, Ryan Harris and Travis Patterson kind of start to do a little polka.
Richards with a good start. He's going to pull away from Shane Stutzman. Richards will go low. Stutzman goes high. Steyer follows Stutzman high. Good run for Steyer off the corner.
Yeah, Stutzman might have gotten just a little bit too high rolling through too, trying to put it where Mike Boston plants the right rear in the sprint car. We've got a great battle for the 2nd spot. Stutzman's going to hang on to it. Battle starting to shape up for 4th and 5th between Ryan Harris and Nick Beckman. Harris liking the low side. Beckman likes the momentum of the high line. They're going to race it out down the back straightaway. Harris sticks low. Beckman stays up high. Richards out front. Stutzman, Steyer, Harris, and Beckman. Good battle going on back behind them. Dylan Haney taking the low line, trying to get around that 5 Eli. Not going to happen this time around as Dylan Richards crosses the flag stand with 5 to
Oh,
go.
Steyer slips on the exit of turn 4. That opens the door for Harris. Harris will go low in 1 and 2. Steyer, who was getting a big run off turn number 2 last couple of laps, gets it again. He's going to pull up even into turn 3 with Harris.
Richards hanging on to that lead as we got a yellow.
Jeremy Bolin just barely doesn't get it off the racetrack. He brings out the caution. To Demon Decal's victory lane on night number 1.
You know, I believe Dylan Richards already has one stock car victory at a track other than here, but I know just how much this place means to him, and he's got the lead. We got a 4-lap war to settle the score with some serious tough competition behind him. Richards, Stutzman, Steyer, Harris, and Beckman, your top 5. Richards going to hang on to the low side, and it's going to work out very well for the 24R machine.
Harris got passed by the 8 of Nick Steyer. Beckman's going to try the crossover move. He'll get by Harris also.
How about Nick Beckman bringing it into the 4th spot? He's going to set his sights on Steyer, drift up just a little bit high, and the remainder of the field's going to come around and try with him. This time by 3 to go for Dylan Richards, with Sugar Shane Stutzman hot on his heels.
Now is go time for Shane Stutzman. 3 laps now, 2.5 laps left to go. Richards pulls away on the exit of turn 2. Stutzman pulls close in the entry of turn 3. He goes high, wide, and handsome, but Richards is pulling away. 2 to go.
Great battle back there for the 3rd spot. Ryan Harris, Nick Steyer. Harris still liking the low line, but man, Steyer comes with a lot of momentum down the back straightaway. Give him the spot for the time being. Through 3 and 4, Richards takes it low. Stutzman sticks a little closer to the middle. 1 lap to go. Caden Murray's got the white flag in hand.
Down the back stretch, your Hobby Stock National Champion goes. This is gonna be a big one. Eagle Raceway out of turn 4. Dylan Richards gets night number 1 win. Shane Stutzman in 2nd. How about Nick Steyer in 3rd? The 49 of Ryan Hansen in 4th. And I believe the 22 of Nick Beckman brings it home in a top 5 spot.